You're listening to Civic Media. You can tune into any of our live shows on any radio station across the state with the Civic Media app. Find us in your phone's app store and listen anytime, anywhere.
Broadcasting live from the Civic Media Studios in Green Bay, this is Nite Lite with Pete Schwaba, your inside source on everything entertainment from Wisconsin to Hollywood. And now, a guy who travels so he can pretend he's on the lam, Pete Schwaba.
Welcome back to Nite Lite, ladies and gentlemen. Great to have you with me. It is Halloween, a Friday night Halloween. It can't do any better than that. Having a good time here tonight. Conrad is on vacation. Sitting in for the K-Man is Azom, Aaron Zomers. What do you like? What do people call you, Aaron? Do you have like a nickname?
I mean, people mostly call me by my last name here at Civic Media, mostly because Todd likes being a little bit formal. You know, he likes calling Luke Mr. Mathers, and so I'm Mr. Zomers, whatever. But also because there's more than one Aaron. But I guess there was one weird one I had in middle school or high school. It was early high school. Some of the younger students in jazz band, I played a particularly spicy trombone solo once, and so they decided that they were going to call me Zombie Spice. You're like, we got to add some zombie spice to the mix.
How do you do a spicy trombone solo? I can't even imagine what went into that.
Well, if you get a little, you can play it in a way that the tone is crispy. You know, you get that sizzling bacon when you're really pushing it to the max.
Wow. Look at you, man. You must have done okay in middle school. Well, we appreciate your time tonight, buddy. It's great to have you here. Thank you for filling in for Conrad, who is at a wedding, in case people are wondering
So
or
that's what's going
concerned.
on.
He's at a wedding. He is in the wedding party. He is not the best man. That he made it clear to tell me that went to a brother of the groom, sort of like saying, I probably would have been the best man if this guy didn't have a brother. So his options were to either pull a Tanya Harding and kneecap the brother or just be in the wedding party, which he seemed fine with. So
I think he probably made the right call.
I think so too. He'll be back on Tuesday. In the meantime, we have Aaron Zomers tonight on loan from the Todd Alba Show, keeping it real in Madison. What is it like, Aaron, in Madison tonight? Madison is the place to be on Halloween. I remember going up there when I was in college. It was an absolute blast, kind of crazy, a little overwhelming at times. I hear in recent years it's dialed back a little bit.
Yeah, definitely dialed back quite a bit. I guess right now, I don't think it's too crazy. It might pick up a little bit more later, you know, maybe around 8, 8:30 or 9. Some of the bars will be a little crazier. I saw a few
Right.
people in costume when I went out today to grab some dinner, but mostly this last Wednesday, the Wednesday before Halloween, they started doing a like kids trick or treat downtown where they close off the streets.
Oh,
And there were a
yeah.
lot of people in costume there. They were just all very small.
You ever like forget it's Halloween? Like I wanted to get my hair cut today, and the girl that was cutting my hair, she had like this whole goth thing going on, and I'm like, whoa, I didn't know she was that into that. I'm like, no, you idiot, it's Halloween. And she was just playing the part. But I do that sometimes.
Yeah, I was a little bit. I went to a couple different thrift stores looking for a suit jacket for my costume, and I didn't find anything. So today, a last ditch effort, I went to a Goodwill that's closer to my house, and I went in there. And even though I was there for part of my costume, it still caught me off guard when I went over to the cashier and one of them was wearing a mask, like a Joker mask. And I'm like, whoa, what? Oh, yeah, it's Halloween. That's actually why I'm here.
Yeah. You kind of forget, yeah. Well, we're having fun here tonight on a Halloween. It's great to have you with us, folks, here at Nite Lite. If you missed Act 1, Mike Clemens was here. Played some great clips from the Packers. If you missed it and you want to check it out, go to civicmedia.us. All the podcasts are cataloged there. Mike is always fun to have on the show. Mr. Zomers, or AZ, and I talked about Halloween a little bit up top, and it is a Barr Band Friday night. Teri Barr will be here at 7:20 tonight, a little early, so we can talk about Halloween because we always have so much fun with Teri, and she always leaves us wanting more. So we thought, well, I'll bring her on a few minutes early. And our question of the night is, what is the scariest to you anyway. What is your scariest creature or monster? Which creature or monster scares you the most? I say a skinwalker. Uh, Summers, you kind of said a shapeshifter, but you kind of transitioned then into something else. What was your answer?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with like a skinwalker or things like that. I don't
Okay.
have a specific one, but stuff that can easily pass off as a normal person.
So creepy. And Canadian Wheels had the moray eel or the lamprey eel too. That's pretty creepy. But we'll get to some more of your texts in just a few minutes, folks. Act 2 is underway, and I have a special guest here. Periodically, I like to bring my pal and son Joe Schwaba on because he is a big movie fan as well, and he just saw a movie the other night, Spotlight, that Emerson Lehman made his popcorn pick of the week last night. So I thought, let's do a deep dive within a few minutes of this great movie. So I thought I would have Joe on to talk about it and kind of refresh my memory about it as well. I remember loving it. It won the best actor, I'm sorry, the best picture Oscar in 2016, I think it was. And here to talk more about that is my fellow movie buff and son, Joe Schwaba. Hey, buddy.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Are you on the stream or the phone?
I'm on the phone.
Okay. Oh, I said okay. Don't listen to me, Joe. I'm doing the show from home tonight. I'm a little discombobulated. Okay, so you saw Spotlight, Joe, and what I mean, you were a journalism major, but what propelled you or what motivated you to watch that movie this week? I just think it's a great coincidence that Emerson was on last night and made it his pick, and you told me like literally 2 days before you just saw it. Now I want to give it a rewatch. But what made you? Had you not seen it before?
Well, I had not seen it before, and I actually saw it just on like Instagram. Like you know how they'll post clips sometimes. So I saw a clip
Oh
of
yeah.
Mark Ruffalo, and he's just such a good actor, and his performance really gripped me. So I was like, man, I got to watch this movie because I had heard so many good things about it, and
Yeah.
I hadn't watched a movie in a while. So I was like, well, I'm gonna sit down and watch this, and it was great.
What as since you're not really in the journalism field, but you majored in it. What was that fun to watch a movie about investigative journalism? Because I know Emerson was saying he doesn't do investigative journalism, but he is a news anchor, and those movies are so much fun. But did you look at it differently, like knowing about journalism, and how true was it to journalism, in your opinion?
I mean, I don't feel like I'm one that should like speak on how true it was to like I guess like journalistic integrity, but it seemed like they seemed like they knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
And they fooled me, a journalism student who doesn't use his journalism degree. So
Right. How about that?
I think they did a pretty good job. Um, but I would say, yeah, I mean, I love movies or just characters that are investigative journalists because
Yeah.
they're so often completely absorbed with their work, and that's all that matters to them. And I gravitate towards characters like that. I think they're very interesting to watch on screen.
Yeah, great point. I always say I like a good mystery or caper or cop movie or show, but watching reporters investigate stuff is almost even more exciting because they're just trying to get to the truth. They're not trying to find the bad guy, or they kind of are, but I love that they get consumed with the truth. How did this film? Have you seen other movies that deal with investigative journalism, and how, if so, how do they compare to Spotlight?
Yeah, I mean, I got to say this one is one of my favorites. Um, I would say it probably is my favorite in that genre. I mean, you have The Insider by
Yeah,
Michael Mann, I think,
great
which
movie.
was great. Um, Zodiac is another one
Oh,
with
yeah.
Mark Ruffalo, actually. So I think that's just his best role. It's just an
Oh, wow.
investigative journalist. But Zodiac was great too, and that's all about that world and more about how like journalists. I think, and then the other one was that I saw was with, it might have been with Jessica Chastain, but that could be wrong. We actually watched this. I think it was about the Boston Strangler.
Oh, yeah.
I
Was
don't
it like
remember who the lead.
yeah.
I want to say it was
Yeah,
Jessica Chastain, but I could be
yeah,
wrong
that
on
sounds
that. It was.
familiar.
It
Did
definitely
you
wasn't
see
Jessica Chastain.
did you see All the President's Men?
No, but I actually looked up movies like Spotlight after I watched it, and that was one of them they recommended. So that's going to be next on my list. I've heard that that's amazing too.
Yeah, definitely check that one out. It's a great one too. All right, who gave the best performance, Joe? Because it's such a great cast. You got Rachel McAdams, who I remember thinking was great. Michael
She
Keaton's
was.
fantastic. Stanley Tucci is in it, and then obviously
Oh
Mark
yeah.
Ruffalo's great in everything.
Yeah, I mean, it's so hard to pick. All those names you mentioned
Yeah.
are great. Also, we got a Billy Crudup
Oh yeah.
quick cameo. I love a Billy Crudup cameo. I'm a big Billy Crudup guy. He makes me think like there could be a spot for a guy like me, kind of dorky and whatever looking. I like Billy Crudup. I identify with Billy Crudup is what I'm trying to say. Who was the guy last time that I really liked a lot?
You
Elvis
kind of look like
Woodham.
you kind of remind me of him a little bit too. That's interesting you say that.
Yeah.
Um,
But I would say probably Mark Ruffalo. Rachel McAdams was really good too, but her character was a little more grounded than some of the other ones, I think.
yeah.
But
Listen,
sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, please.
I was gonna say, I think the highlight of her performance is when she goes to the doorstep of one of the former priests, and he basically confesses to all of the crimes like it's nothing, and she is just like, her performance there is perfect with how specific that scene calls for. It's amazing what she's able to do.
Huh. I know you like Mark Ruffalo because we've talked about him in the past. Check out Task next. He is so good in that. And he's good, but the character is good. It's just a very diverse, thoughtful character. I think you're going to love it. Listen, I know you're headed to a bunch of parties tonight in Chicago. Have fun, be safe, and thank you for sharing your views on Spotlight with me, buddy.
Thanks. I also want to let everybody know that I'm dressed as Dexter right now as I'm doing this call. So whatever that gets for you, that's what I'm doing.
If people stay away from you tonight, at least you know why. So you got that going for you.
Oh, that's what I'm telling myself.
All right. Have a great time. Thanks, Joe.
Yep. Thanks.
All right. You got it. That's Joe Schwaba, my son, checking in with Aaron. Did that make you want to check out Spotlight?
It did. Especially because when you were talking about movies where the main character is like obsessed with finding the truth and like completely dedicated to it, it reminded me of a lot of other movies I really like. Maybe not journalists, but cops and Chinatown, The French Connection,
great
LA Confidential.
Movies, yeah. Love LA Confidential. That's in my top 5, buddy.
It's so good.
A perfect movie. Everything, characters, sets, script, direction. It's outstanding.
Also a movie where finding out, the truth about Kevin Spacey actually improves the character.
Yeah, very well said. Great point. Brett, who earlier said his favorite or least favorite creature or monster was his first wife. Aaron and I wondered aloud how many wives he's had. And Brett says number 4 was the charm. So well done, Brett. That's an answer to a different question, I guess. But thank you for weighing in. From the 815, this is Wicked. Well done, everyone. That was about an hour ago. What are we talking about an hour ago, Summers?
I don't care. Exactly.
Great text. It's great to hear from the 815. Love the 815. Jim from Appleton says, how about another Native American monster, Wendigo, or to bend holidays a little bit, Krampus, Santa Claus, not nice brother. Great text. Keep them coming, folks. We're coming right back with our pal Teri Barr. It's a Barr Band Friday night. I'm Pete Schwaba. This is Nite Lite on the Civic Media Radio Network.
You're listening to Civic Media. Stay up to date on the latest news and information for your local community and Wisconsin by signing up for our free email newsletter. Visit civicmedia.us/email to get started.
Time to check out original music with Barr Band Friday on Nite Lite. Now, your host, Pete Schwaba, and special guest, Teri Barr.
Welcome, folks, to one of my favorite times of the week here at Nite Lite. We're bringing our guest, my co-host for Barr Band Friday night, in a little early tonight because it's Halloween, and I thought we would have a fun few minutes of build-up, but kind of an opening act to Barr Band Friday night. So we brought Teri in. a few minutes early. She is the co-host of Max Inc., the award-winning Max Inc. Radio on WMDX, which you can check out from 6 to 9 every Saturday if you're in the Madison area, or go to civicmedia.us, and all of the podcasts are there from this great show. And she is our Wisconsin music expert. And our friend, Teri, how are you?
Hey, Pete. Wow, I don't know. I'm not even sure what to say about what you're wearing this
Well,
evening.
it's like if the Marx Brothers went to jail, this is what they would wear. This is the costume and I've had this because my kids, like when they were young, they're like,
Yeah.
"Dad, why don't you put something on?" And I didn't want to be the guy like to go with the mustache and put the freckles on and all that stuff. So I bought like a $5 jail costume.
And it's
Probably
still working for you.
I wear it once a year. It's probably due for a warshin, but and I've got the hat, which I had to take off because my hair was getting sweaty, and I've got the PJ. If he's still on the stream, these are the jail pants. I did not. I'm kind of mailing it in, but I will prove that I am wearing pants. I've got these black, sort of like not a legging or a jegging, but a comfortable pant.
Oh,
Yeah.
very nice. The
Wow.
only
Thank
thing
you,
I
Terry.
hope we can get through, Pete, is the
Yeah.
doorbells not ringing at either of our homes while the trick-or-treaters are out.
Here's what's strange, and I don't know if you remember this, Terry, but when I was a kid, I remember trick or treating till I couldn't walk anymore or
Oh,
eat
yeah.
candy anymore. Now it's, at least in Marinette, it's from 4 to 6, which is exactly when the show started. So that wasn't going to
Oh.
be a problem. But I don't know where are you in Madison? Can they
I
still
am in
keep it to?
Madison, and the time is a suggested 5
Mm,
to 8. That's a long
okay,
time.
that is a long time. What are you
Yeah.
giving out?
We have a variety pack, basically,
Nice.
Dum-Dums and then the chewy things, and yeah.
We were going to give away like some of the more name brand candy, but
Yeah.
we couldn't get a home equity loan in time to go out and buy it. What on earth is happening with candy?
Yeah, everything. Oh my
It's
goodness, and then
20
you look at
bucks.
where it's made, and it's like, "Oh boy, how much did it cost to get here?" if you're doing some of the really funky candy from somewhere else.
I never even considered that. Where do they make? Do they not make candy in America or?
Well, I know the Mars company makes quite a few different of the candy bars, but some of
Okay.
the things, who knows anymore?
Wow. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very expensive and
Yeah.
whatever. Once a year you got to do it, but it's like, oh God, I just had a new roof put on. I got a kid in college and I got
Oh,
to go spend
geez.
$1,000 on candy for. So there
Thus the
you
home
go.
equity loan.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
are you going to a party tonight or this weekend? What are your Halloween plans, Terry?
Oh, it's so funny. No, I actually haven't been to a real Halloween party in a couple of years, and even around, Madison, Milwaukee, there's a lot of bands that dress up as other bands and
Oh
play
yeah.
music, so there's a lot of those things going on. We are actually going to visit my mother-in-law and some of my husband's family tomorrow. So
Oh,
that's gonna
nice.
kinda be our, November 1st Halloween kind of party.
Do
But
you
I'm
find
dressed as a music journalist, can you tell? I have my
Oh,
notepad
well,
and my pen.
you're a trendsetter. There is no better music journalist. What is it about Halloween? Like I'm dressing up because I'm on the radio
Yeah,
and there are listeners and people watching.
yep.
I wouldn't be like I'm probably gonna stop by a quick party tonight, but like I don't what is it that makes us wanna stop dressing up or put the effort in? It's like,
I don't know, and it's kind of sad, isn't
it
it?
is.
Oh my gosh, and, so many of the other, radio stations in the Civic Media Network, they
Yeah.
were all sharing photos today of their costumes, so they dressed up to go to work today, and I'm working from home right now, and I couldn't even get myself to get dressed up for you.
You could borrow my
Hmm.
jail. I have more jail clothing. I'm doing a whole line. Zommers, Aaron, tell Terry who you are.
So yeah, Terry, I'm so happy you're here. I'm Tommy Wiseau, the star, the director of the hit movie The Room. I'm ready to go out and play catch and toss
Oh
around
my
the
god.
football. And I brought my movie in case you haven't seen it. You want to borrow the
Very
Blu-ray?
good.
It's a great movie. Ha ha ha.
He's playing the part. Like, I'm
That
not
is
going that far.
great.
I didn't
Wow.
actually knock off a liquor store to get into character, but Aaron he is working it, man. That is fantastic.
That is nice.
He really
Yeah.
What
does
did
talk
you
like
go
that the
when
whole
you
time.
Yeah, there's a point where you get to where it's like, okay, we get the accent. You can segue back into Aaron voice.
Yeah.
Terry, what was your favorite costume when you were a kid? What did you go as?
Oh my goodness. It was the typical it came in a box, and it
Yeah,
was like a little princess outfit.
nothing wrong with that.
Well, and it had the mask, and then remember way back when, and
Yeah.
there's a little hole for your mouth, but it was still, like, so tiny, you still couldn't breathe, and you couldn't see, and it was like, "Ah, now I'm scaring myself because I can't breathe or see."
And what on earth were we inhaling in those masks? Where were
Oh,
those made? And what, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
you just get
Yeah.
nosebleeds. Like, um, hey, give us well, actually, all right, let's do the news. We're gonna come back.
Okay.
Terry Barr is here. We're having a great time here at Night Light, folks, on Halloween. Our question of the night is, what creature or monster scares you the most? We'll
Ooh.
ask Terry that when we come back as well, and we will do Barr Band Friday night here at Night Light with Pete Schwaba on the Civic Media Radio Network. Welcome back. I'm Pete Schwaba. This is Nightlight. That might be the granddaddy of Halloween songs, right, Terry? I mean,
Absolutely.
I saw that video was going around today, and people are like, "It still holds up. Check it out."
Ugh,
I haven't seen it in years, but it was a masterpiece when it came out. That was like the video, right?
yeah. That and Rocky Horror, anything from Rocky Horror.
Yeah, that's
Oof.
that is the voice of Teri Barr, folks. She joined us a little early tonight because she's a pal, and it's
Oh.
Halloween, and it's also Barr Band Friday. This is a weird equinox where there's a Friday night, it's a Barr
Mhm,
Band Friday night, and
mhm.
Halloween. I'm not sure this has ever happened before.
Ooh, I can't say. Oh.
Well,
And it's
either
funny, my
way,
my husband just got home a little while ago, and he said, "So who are you sharing tonight?" And I said, "Wisconsin-based artists with original Halloween music." He goes, "Boy, you you had to dig deep for that."
that
I
is
did not.
yeah,
It's
very
really fun.
specific, and we expect, obviously nothing less from Teri Barr on a Barr Band Friday
Oh,
night. So
goodness.
let's jump in. Let's talk about these. I didn't even know there were bands that had specific Halloween music that were only from Wisconsin, but I love how we've kind of drilled down. That's great.
Which one do you want to start with?
Let's start with JT Sparks.
Okay, yeah. Um, I am new to JT's music, but I'm really digging it. He is the lead singer for Dogtown Hollow, a Southern Wisconsin band. Um, he
Mm,
normally they are like Americana, but he recently took part in this album writing month, and he had to do 14 songs in 28 days. And he said at one point, all I could do was just crank out some weirdness. I love that. So he was inspired by the spooky typeface, the Helvetica
oh wow.
font. Yeah. I mean, that's really stretching deep for a song, isn't it? So
Uh,
I think he saw
that's
that
great.
somewhere while he was in the songwriting project. And he wrote this song. It's called Helvetica, the Font of Evil. and he wrote it with his friend Elliot Van Skyke, who was also part of this project. And I have what we are going to play is the live raw version as he was actually
Yeah.
writing this song. Yeah, he sent
Yeah,
this
and
to
he
me
came
today.
I'm trying I love it.
Yeah. So I don't know if you wanna play it.
Hey,
I don't know if you're doing all right with your microphone there. So,
I think I'm okay. Am I okay, Aaron?
okay.
I think we are now.
Oh,
Okay,
good.
perfect.
Awesome.
Let's hear some JT Sparks.
Yeah.
People say that the road to hell is paved with good ideals. I don't care about any of that macadam chip and seal. I've got a notion that the road to perdition is a very legible sign. A big and green, reflective sheen. I see them all the time. We should spell with a double L, Satan's typeface. The devil signs for your soul with his unmistakable trace. Font of evil, Helvetica. Font of evil, Helvetica. Brings you here should be very clear. You trade your life for dross. Down in hell, where all is marked well for your unholy laws. Where you find what you never had, can't lose what you cannot gain. With a mark so fine, you sign the line for eternal pain. Font of evil, Helvetica. Font of evil, Helvetica. You look back, of course, with remorse as your fingers bleed. You had all your wants, your favorite fonts. Now you get what you need. It's getting hot in here, but have no fear. You can always write a letter. The head bitch in charge is wears horns. He's large. He'll make everything better. All you want with that fucking font is you'll never get better. Font of evil, Helvetica. Font of evil, Helvetica. Helvetica. Helvetica.
That was one of the most original song. I mean, that is so crazy. That's great.
And where does that come from? Font of evil, Helvetica. I don't even know if I've ever used Helvetica as my
Right.
font, but now I want to.
Well, and that's just probably like when they do those workshops where they have to write like your brain just goes to crazy places, and that's really
Yeah.
creative. I love it.
Well, and he said it's the only Halloween song he's ever written, and it will probably be the only one he ever writes.
He's got a lot more fonts out there if he wants to write more
Yeah.
songs. Dogtown Hollow, do they play, are you a fan of their work aside from the
I am. The
creepy
first time
song?
I saw them was at Woodfest in Madison, and yeah, they are terrific. They don't play out as much into the winter. They all have pretty, stressful jobs, so they
Okay.
play a lot during the summer, though, a lot of outdoor festivals all around the state. So watch for Dogtown Hollow. They're all really active on, social media, though, during the entire year, so you can always track them down that way.
Okay. Very cool. Terry, we have a text for you from the 608. John
Oh,
Murray says, "Love when you are on the show, Terry. Thank you. You are a gem." So
oh,
there you go.
well, that's
Uh,
so nice.
yeah,
Thank
John is
you.
one of our regular texters. And while I'm at it, he and his wife, I'll call her his better half. John, I think you'd be okay with me doing that. Uh, Terry, do you have a favorite or least favorite or scariest creature or being of some sort?
You know what? Jaws scary. Jaws.
Sharks. Yeah.
But if I have to think of a scary, like a real scary haunted kind of movie, it was the slasher in Friday the 13th, which didn't that come out in like the early 80s, the
Yeah,
first one?
did he have a name though, or was it just
Jason.
Oh, Jason,
Ah,
yeah, of
look
course.
at Aaron. Woo. And
Well,
I
there
don't know why that scared me so much. Some of those the screaming scenes, obviously, I thought that could happen. That could actually happen. And so that's when I get really scared when I think it can happen.
absolutely, and that's a great answer, and, Melissa in the 608 says, the thing that scares her the most, psychopaths that kill people. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Melissa, thank you, and that's very real.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, that's winning for sure. Woo.
Absolutely, and then John in the 608 says, "Watched 50 Dogman videos one winter, terrifying cryptid, locked me in, hard sell, but such gripping stories. So maybe if only plausible, hope to hell I never see one, just in case.
Woo.
Most famous reported sightings are in Wisconsin."
No, 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 no.
That's what he says. He says, "Been in the news before, Google it for facts," which I did, John, and I had never heard of Dogman, but they're like werewolves, kind of like they're like bipeds and they stand up and they're like
What?
people that are I know it's very that it kind of like reminded me of a skinwalker, Aaron, like right
Oh,
along those lines. Very scary stuff.
yes,
Um,
yes.
Terry John
Ugh.
also says you're the best radio voice and personality. Really.
Oh,
Boy, that's high
John,
praise.
my goodness.
Just
Thank
saying.
you.
Offsetting all that, scary talk. We've got one more text here, and then we'll jump back into some music. PG says, "The creature that scares me is" I don't even know how to pronounce that.
Cthulhu.
Is what is it?
Cthulhu. It's a
Cthulhu.
basically like a big, incomprehensible, giant octopus squid guy
What?
who
Yikes.
controls. Like basically, the only reason you live is because he hasn't thought about you yet. Because he doesn't care about us. The whole thing is like cosmic horror, unfathomable evil power that we can't
That's
understand.
creepy, Aaron.
Very
Ugh.
creepy. Well, don't shoot the messenger, though.
Yeah.
PG says, "The closer you get to the truth, the faster your sanity slops away." Yikes. And PG says, "Second for Terry, the broadcasting goat." So there you go, Terry. You got some
Oh my
fans. And I could
goodness.
not agree more.
Oh,
Just
all of you very kind. Thank you. That really means a lot.
We
Thank you.
love having you on the show. It's
It's
just
fun.
so much fun. Um, okay, so let's jump into let's talk about your next band. Is it Sunspot Original? Am I getting that
It
right?
is Sunspot. Yes.
Okay.
This is honestly, for a very, very long time, has been one of my favorite bands. It's a three-piece, Mike, Ben, and Wendy. They have been together since college, so now close to 25 years they have been playing
Oh,
together.
nice.
The energy these 3 bring, though, you would think they're still teenagers. It's incredible. Mike writes a lot of the music, and he is also the owner and operator of a thing called American Ghost Walks. So they take their
Oh,
ghosts
wow.
and ghosts and spirits very seriously. This band has played at UFO conventions,
Nice.
the scary Comic-Cons they've played at haunted houses, they've played at closed businesses like, ew, old hospitals, ugh. Yeah,
All right,
but they're
let's
into it.
we're gonna do a very quick break, and then we will
Okay.
come back and hear the song "Spend the Night" from Sunspot. Teri Barr is here, folks. It's a Barr Band Friday night, and she is the broadcasting goat. You can't go wrong. Happy Halloween. We're coming right back.
For no mere mortal can resist the evil of the thriller.
You're listening to Civic Media. Find the latest news, information, and archives of all your favorite shows on the Civic Media website, civicmedia.us.
Oh, I was trying to place that.
Once you hear that
Of course
sound, you know
that's
which
what
one
it
it is. Yeah.
Of course, that's Friday the 13th. Well done, AZ. Aaron Zomer is filling in for Conrad tonight. I'm Pete Schwaba. This is Nite Lite, and we have our pal Teri Barr, who joins us just about every Friday here for Barr Band Friday night, a segment named in her honor because she finds us outstanding music, and that was evidenced in the last segment. She brought us a Wisconsin band with an original Halloween song, and now we've got another one.
Yes.
Teri, that we've talked about Sunspot a little bit. Why don't we play that? Anything else you want to tell us about Spend the Night?
Spend the Night is a song about staying at a haunted house.
Wow, I love it. All right. Sunspot. Is it Spend the Night or Stay the Night?
Spend the Night.
Spend the Night. There we go. Okay. Compliments of Teri Barr on a Barr Band Friday. Here we go.
I'll spend the night in the killer's bed. Gonna spend some time in her head. Well, I'm here to talk to the dead, and I'll spend the night. I'll spend the night in the murder scene, hoping some rubs off on me. Well, I don't get queasy, and I'll spend the night. Is it the fear I want to face? Is it the memory of the chase? Is it the blood I want to taste? I just don't know. Is it a lust for the profane, or a dream of the insane? Well, we just can't explain, and we'll spend the night. I'll spend the night on the battlefield where the wounds never healed. We'll see what the worms reveal when I spend the night. I'll spend the night
with the gallows pole in my hand, Sharon's oboe. I'll sleep in a 6-foot hole and I'll spend the night. Is it the fear I want to face? Is it the memory of the chased? Is it the blood I want to taste? I just don't know. Is it a lust for the profane, or a dream of the insane? Well, we just can't explain, and we'll spend the night. Oh, we just can't explain, and we'll spend the night. No, we just can't explain, so we'll spend the night.
I think that was creepier than Helvig the Evil Con.
Well, if you like that creepiness, go to Sunspot Music,
Okay.
social media, YouTube, Sunspot Music. You'll find a whole bunch more of creepy Halloween type music from them.
That's a great band name too, because sunspots are creepy. You know, like
Yeah,
it can mean very bad,
exactly.
very horrifying. Teri, thank you so much. Thanks for
Yes,
coming on
it was a
early, hanging out
blast.
with a little bit, making this more of a festive atmosphere. You're just fantastic, and we cannot thank you enough for spending your Fridays with us. See you next Sunday or next Friday.
You got it. Have a fun time
Alright.
at your parties, you guys.
We will.
Thank
We're
you.
gonna win costume contest in your honor. I promise. Thank you, ma'am. Have a great night, Teri.
Okay, you too.
Outstanding stuff, Teri Barr. Always fun. We've got a stream comment here from PG. Says, just listening to some of the old horror movie soundtracks is pretty creepy. Maybe next year I'll play some at work. And then he does the Vincent Price. Great stuff, PG. Thank you. I almost called him PG. And then we've got a Steady Eddie text here we'll get to. How you doing, Aaron? You hanging in there? Can you make it till the end?
I think so. I think I can probably last the last minute or so.
All right, here we go. Steady Eddie text from the 608. Pete, here's the list in no particular order of monsters and creatures that scare me. Frankenstein, though the Phil Hartman Frankenstein made me laugh. The Wolfman, the one played by Lon Chaney. The Blob, Bela Lugosi's Count Dracula. Blah. Giant spiders and tiny ticks. Nuclear bombs and mushroom clouds. The ghost of Adolf Hitler. Chupacabra. Not sure exactly what a Chupacabra is, but it's fun to say Chupacabra. These are a few of my scariest things. Awesome stuff, Steady Eddie. Thank you, buddy. Everybody, have a great Halloween. Have a safe holiday. Thank you for spending part of it with me here at Nite Lite. And Aaron Zommers, thank you for sitting in for Conrad, my friend. Always fun, pal.
Absolutely.
If you win a contest, I expect a text.
I will let you know. I'll send a picture.
Right. Fantastic. And thank you to Mike Clemens and Teri Barr and Joe Schwaba. Have a great Halloween, everyone. We'll see you Monday. I'm Pete Schwaba saying good night, Wisconsin.
The national news cycle never stops, but it can be hard to find news about your local community. Civic Media is dedicated to providing quality local and state news coverage across Wisconsin. With the Civic Media app, you can get notifications about local stories that matter to you and your community. Find the free Civic Media app in your phone's app store and choose notifications from the menu to tell us what kind of news you want to hear about.